have a look? Go away.
We should.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you are.
I think I left an order box open on MT5, and it's like it's burned the order box into my screen. I can't get rid of it, and there's nothing open or anything like that. So I'm wondering if it's an old, like this monitor is an old like what like plasma type.
Yeah.
Ones that burned images in. Yeah, that's off button. Every time I look at MT5, I've just got an order box.
Yeah. Well, should we do some top downs? See what we've got?
Yeah, go on. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, okay. Right, TikTok's not coming on for some weird reason. Okay, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. My name's Peter Crow. I am trading Forex today. We're trading gold, NAS100 and EURUSD. I trade every day from 8 AM. And our stats are fantastic at the moment. Everything's freezing here, Dan. I don't know whether we're going to have a good day, even though I'm hardwired in. I don't know what's going on. Okay, am I still there? Yeah.
I can hear you, yeah.
So, let's get into a full top down on gold first, because gold did come back down, which was nice. We'll do a full top down on NAS. We'll even do EU. I mean, look at EU. Look at that wing back area Danny had.
Yeah.
Look at that. Straight through. Would have been lovely, but we didn't take it, unfortunately. So nothing we can do there. So we'll do that as well. Let me just have a quick look at XRP because, come on. I am stacking up at $1.2, stacking up with a lot. And then platinum monthly closed, didn't it? So, which was nice to see. So now, just a quick one on platinum. Now that this monthly has closed bullish, I am interested in a wing back buy from adding a layer from 57.55. So I'll be looking at taking some buys from there, guys. Yeah.
Crude oil?
Yeah, that's oil, that, yeah. It's a swing one. Okay, let's do a top down on gold then. Why is my TikTok not working? Let me just restart my phone on this one. Just need to reset. So, monthly closed heavily bullish. Okay, we have got a wick to fill, and then the new monthly's opened up, and in one day prices pulled back, and then pushed all the way down to here, and then pushed back. So yes, it must have been a bit crazy. Then the weekly's opened up. We did get a little gap, which did we fill it? There's a little gap there, probably needs filling. So what we're saying is, what can this weekly do now? So we have got a minor range now on the weekly. This is what we're looking at. This, and then the next level where it's already tapped is this level. So we've already tapped it. We broke below as well. So it really doesn't give us much really on the weekly. The weekly can still do anything, but you would imagine the weekly, well, you're coming from here, you'd imagine the weekly closing in and around these levels, but we haven't closed as of yet. So that doesn't help. Then the daily, yeah. Oh, nowhere that you are. Oh, nowhere. The daily then, got a minor level there. The daily can do anything. It doesn't really give us much, that daily. Daily close there, and then we push straight through. It looks like we're coming down all the time frames here. 4 hour has closed respecting, but we haven't got much data to go off. So So what range are we in now on the 4? Well, we're technically on between this and this. We're now into this range, but these are just minor levels. I think if we get a forward bullish close and we get a bottom wick, it might be worth taking a buy up. Advantage point would be coming to tap this, but thinking, okay, well the dailies and that's are going to fling back, but that's all you've got really. So we could potentially do that, but that's in 2 hours time. The 3 broke below, so technically the 3 is in, I'll probably say about that range, which it's tapped that level, but it hasn't flipped. So the 3's in this range, so this 3 could flip at any point. I'm sure it will. And then the 2 is respecting this level just like the 4. And then we've got a bottom wick flip to come up to that, and see this 2 coming back up to this level. It's awful, guys. It is awful. 1 hour goes back in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to wait for the 4. I don't think I can do anything. I think if we get a bullish 4 close, and if we don't fill this range, we've got an advantage point. Other than that, then we need a 4-hour break back into that level, and then a bottom wick, and then a flip to come up. That's probably all I've got. I'm not sure I don't think this 4 will flip now, because you broke the low, it closed respecting this level. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait for the 4 to close on gold, unfortunately. So we'll leave gold for now. We'll come down. Let me see if my thing now. Let's do a top down on that, see what we've got. So we're all time highs again, which knocks me sick. The hell was that? Dolphin boy. So we're all time highs on the monthly. We did close bullish on the monthly, okay, but we didn't close above that level. So we have got a support level as such now. We're technically in between this area on the monthlies. So if we have came from this level and then we printed bullish, so we've now created this level, technically we should be coming up to at least 25888, okay? And if we're going to do that, how are we going to do that? Are we going to get a bottom wick first, which is what we're getting now, and then a flip to the upside? So that's what I'd be more interested in, is this monthly flipping to the upside, bullish up to these levels. So if that's the case, could we look at buys up all day? But how steep is this bottom wick going to be? That's what we've got to work out. This phone is just freezing all over, it's pissing me off. Here we go. So yeah, can this monthly flip to the upside? If so, what are we going to look like with the flip? Now, we've had another gap. We had a gap from here to here again. So this area again is awful because of all these gaps. We did break some prominent highs. These are 2 prominent highs. So this would have grabbed some liquidity. So how steep is it going to be? But I would imagine this wick comes down, creates a low, and then you get at least a 50% wick fill. So could we come back up to this level? That like that. Change that purple. And then we can't really take sells below until the weekly closes below. So I think I'm more interested that if we can get this weekly to flip, then yeah, I'd be more interested in that. No connection. So if we look at when prices came from this level, it's only happened once. What happens to price? Well, we push down, we tap this level, and we reject back up to this level. So is this going to be the tap, and are we going to pull back to this level? That's the question. Let's tapped it. Let's tap that level. Okay. Got a tap. This one only pulls back to there. Where we at now? Is this going to flip, and do we need to pull back to this? Not sure I'd be interested in a wing back. Wing back sell, because we know the weekly can flip to the upside. So I don't think I would take the wing back sell. Would have took this wing back buy, but we've missed it now. So this one doesn't actually tap that level. Bullish close, and then we come back up. This could actually be support level. So if we can get a bullish forward close and I get a bottom wick, I think I'd be interested in buys back up. And this would just be unless we get a forward close below. If we get a forward close below here, so if this does flip, we've already had the forward close below. Forward close below. Maybe not that far. I know what I'm doing, guys. I'm a bit quiet. Just get my head into it. So if we're on this, come straight down, tap this, and then we push back up to tap this. So are we gonna now then push all the way back up to tap this? That's the question. And that would be the weekly flipping. The daily flipping, because technically where the daily's closed here is still, if I do this dead big, well, we've got a minor level here where you reject, and then you reject, or also you reject, and this comes back up to this level. So, yes, we're not quite at it, but there's a gap. So did we close below that with the gap? Or were we meant to close respecting? If we're meant to close respecting, then technically this should flip to push at least this level. At least. And if we're wrong, and it's below, then technically this daily should come all the way down to here and close respecting. But we've already missed the move. You've already tapped that level, and the daily would probably do this all day and then close respecting. So yeah, I think we could only catch something if this daily is going to flip today. But if it's going to flip, how would we then get in? Because we'd have to get in around here, really. So I think taking the forward, if the forward closes bullish and then we get a bottom wick, we could take that. But I would need a bottom wick to rule out the daily staying down here. But we know the fours don't tend to give you much of a bottom wick, so that means you could miss the move. Yeah, you don't get much of a bottom wick with the next candle. Would have rather have took that wing back buy on here. But we missed it. I mean, this 4 can still, there's still 3 hours left of this 4. This can flip to the downside at any point. So technically, we could just get a sell stop underneath, right? But I think it's unlikely it's going to flip. So there's just no point. But if it does flip, then yes, it should be coming through to at least these levels. At least these levels. I know, Dan. Yeah, it's not 2, 1, 1. We'll have to wait for the 4 to close. That's bloody 3 hours. Let me check some. Similar. Okay, this is difficult because we need the 4 to close, but we've still got another 3 hours left for the 4. The 4 can flip, but I say the 4's broke out, but we actually broke out here. We broke out here and then we faked out back into the area. The rest all sort of come through, and through. So technically we could get a sell stop underneath the 4, and if this 4 does flip, we should be coming through to this level. There's nowhere else to go apart from that level. But can it flip? That's the question. I'm just not really convinced it's gonna flip, so then is there any point getting a sell stop on? Let's have a look. 2, sorry, this is the 3. Where did the 3 close? See, the 3 hasn't done anything really. 2 broke the low as well. But you close respecting this level. 2's going to close in 49 minutes. Two close and 2. We could mess about here as well. I think if this 2 closes like this, right, and then we get the new 2 that comes down, we could potentially take another wing back buy from here. Might not like that either. Ideal, mate. Not ideal. One's not no bottom way. There's no top of it either. You might reject them here. Be higher up. We're gonna have to see what that other 2 closes. Not ideal. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what the 2 does. I would have took this swing back buy, but obviously we'd already tapped it, pulled away. Okay, so we're going to move on to EU. Let's see what EU's looking for us.
Hopefully a bit of normality.
Hopefully. So monthly broke out now. So the monthly range now, we are now between that, this level here, it's quite a strong area. Broke above, where do we push to next? Well, we tend to push to at least this level. I'm trying to find all the areas where we've come from this level, and then we broke into here. What happens? We go into here. Broke in. So what can the next monthly do now? Well, this next monthly can either pull back to this level. Oh yeah, man. Either pull back to this level, or it can reject around this level, which we've already done so. But the next monthly can do the same. If we're saying this is the first breakout one, the next one, it's already pushed up the last one. If I can get a bottom wick, tap previous support, we might have a buy stop above or the flip. But that's the monthly. These are monthly candles. But we know the monthly should be coming up to fill the range at 1.19508 after a bottom wick, which we haven't had yet. So currently we can go anywhere still. The weekly then closed bearish, but we've still got a huge wick to fill, and we've got a gap to the downside, and we haven't tapped previous support. We're currently bullish. Could we flip to the downside? Can we grab that? Daily then broke in. We haven't tapped previous support. Broke back into this area. So it's filled the range. The daily can come down to this and then reject. Yeah, it's already there. So what does the next one do then? Well, you tend to drive straight back up on that one, straight back up on that one. Tap. Another one, straight back up. Okay, could we come back up then? Straight through. The daily, isn't it? Yeah, so the daily could literally give us this pullback all the way. Now let's go down the time frames then, see what we're seeing. An hour and a half left for a bullish forward close. If we get that forward close like this, and then I get a bottom wick, I'll be interested in a buy up. But this four can easily do it. So this four might go without us. Just have a look at these zones. This four could easily go now. Okay, let's have a look at the lower time frame then. 3 close respecting, 2 close respecting, An hour and a half left. 1:30. 3 minutes. If I get a bullish 30 close here, I'm probably gonna have a buy on. Oh, I don't get that 15 though. 15 close respecting. But if the 30 closes bullish, it's interesting. Still 4 hours left. No, it isn't. An hour and a half left. So the 4 can still flip at the moment, but the 4's close respecting, so I'm not sure it would flip. We didn't break any lows. I would have preferred at least a grab. That would have been better. So does that tell me we need to come back down first before coming back up? I think if we can sort of break out of this area and then come back in, I'd be interested in then taking buys up. Or the 2, just we didn't break a low, and that puts me off. Why didn't this break the low? I mean, it doesn't have to, but because you've had such a pump down, just makes you feel a lot better. Because the 1 could flip and drive up now. The 15, the 30 is the next candle at close. So if we get a bullish 30, then I think we get a bullish 30. Like so, we have had a grab on the 30. I think I'm probably going to get in. The new 30 and stops would. Here's the thing, I would prefer a break of the lows, but it doesn't have to. So I would prefer a break of these lows, but it doesn't have to, right? But I would imagine if we're closing like the 4's only got an hour and a half left of it, and this 4 can easily drive up with 1 forward candle. But we are technically bearish, so you're preempting that the 4 is going to stay bullish and we're going to get a big rejection. So I think if I can get a bottom wick of this, my stops are going to be below this low. I'm only going to risk $100. It's only a low risk again. Monday, that's first trade of the month as well. So that's what I'm going to look at. Stand by. Need to work out my bloody lot. Let's see if we can get a bottom wick. What time have you got us? 20 seconds. I've got half past here. This is out slightly.
Yeah, I've got.
Are you?
Just gone half past, and it's now 29:10 left on the 30 candle. Yeah, definitely out.
Okay, we're getting that bottom wick on the 15 on my MT4. Okay. Got $150 risk on. I've now got a buy stop above. What the hell? This looks dodgy. Above the previous wick. My stops are the low. Stop loss. I'm $150 risk on it. Yeah, and this would be the 30 closing bullish, and basically I'm going off that we're coming back up to these levels. We close bullish. The 1 hour would carry on because we're bullish on the 1. The 2 would carry on. Came up, we tap, came back down. This only pulls to this, so this would be the 3. This would be us saying the 3. can sort of reject here. This is what I don't like. You can reject here and then come back down for a greater low. But the 4, I would imagine, because we closed bearish, this 4 would carry on right up. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. It's only low risk as well. Not activated yet. Okay, once we break the high, I'll go risk free. Okay. So once we break this high, I'm in now. I'm in. So I'm expecting the forward to push straight through to 1.18729. That's all the trade is really. I'm only low risk on it. I've got $150 on it. It's not much. Let's see how we get on. Because I believe that this 4 can easily, we can get a 4 like that. Okay, we can get a 4 like that. We could also get a 4 like, yeah. Close respect. We can also get a 4 like that up this level. I just don't know whether we need to create a bottom wick. That's the only thing that can catch us out really, is if the 4 needs a steeper bottom wick. This 4 didn't. This 4 came straight back up. This 4 came to here, then you went. Yeah, the only thing that can catch us out if we need to break the low again. That's it. But other than that, we should be coming back up. Close bullish. We'll probably need to break this high again. We'll probably have to come through to this level. I would imagine. As soon as we break this high, I'll go risk free. Might not take partial though. We'll probably take partial up in this level.
Yeah, everything's a bit funny. Like Euro USD and the other pairs, but gold and NAS and that seem easy.
Yeah. You're right, like Dan. You're right.
I don't get it, Pete. I don't.
You just don't get it, mate. Okay, can we break this high? So yeah, we'll be going risk free there, guys. It's the thing with this. It's a difficult area, and the 4 hasn't closed yet. So it's not the best of setups. But yeah, I would imagine the reason why the 30s close like that is because we probably need to break this high. Why didn't this stay bearish? if we wanted to go that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if this 15 breaks out of this level, I get a bottom wick, I might even add to the position.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Cheeky.
But we have created some sort, but this is EU, so I'm not sure it works like that with the EU.
Yeah.
We have created some sort of structure, and you know gold does it a lot, you tend to break out and then you close back in. Okay. What we could do...
Where are you going, 15?
Where are you going? Where are you going, 15?
Into the green, please. Into the green.
Now we closed Doji there, but we close respected. There's 7 minutes left of it. 5's closing. This. Once the 5 stays respecting this level, should be good. So we don't want the 5 closing below there ideally. We didn't break the high. Now we're in 22 left. 20 minutes left of the hour. Where can this hour go? That's what we've got to say. Okay. Well, this hour only closes here, and the new hour comes up to this level. Yeah, this is. I think this is. We're just gonna have to leave this to do its thing. Let's leave it do its thing. Oh, yes, sí, Grace. I've gotten bearish, heavily bearish. We'll create that top wick. As long as the 5 can still respect 1.1859. Managing risk is, I think, if we get a 15-minute bearish close, which is in another 5 minutes. So the 5's close respecting that level, so that's good. I think if we get a 15-minute bearish close below that level, I think we'll look to manage risk then. That 5 hadn't closed. What the fuck's going on here? My MT4 is completely out. Like that 5, the 5 on my MT4 is closed respecting this level. And then the new candles opened up and pushed down. What the hell? So we could see a rejection from here. There's potential another wing back buy there, but I'd not be interested. Top wick. Okay, if this 5 can come and tap this level, I'll take another entry, but then the 15's got to pull back then for me. And then this is the last 5.
Yeah.
So that means this 5 would have to tap, pull back. sell stop underneath. Okay. One's flipped. 18 minutes left to the 1. 18 minutes left to the 30. We ideally need this 5 to flip. Okay.
Come on, 5.
Come on, 5. Come on, 5. Got girls waiting. We need a 5 close back above this level, ideally.
What are you doing to us?
The 15 could still flip at any point. He can flip. Still got 17 minutes left to the 30. The 1 hour can flip back to the upside. Might have grab on the 1 as well. But depending on how this 1 closes, really. If it closes bearish, we'll look to get out. If it closes bullish, then we're all good. Flip on the 5. See, none of my MT5s have flipped.
No.
I don't know what's going on. They're just not aligned, are they?
My trading view hasn't flipped either.
No.
No.
Weird.
On the 5.
16 minutes left of the... All we need is a bullish forward close, but the downside is it means if the forward close is bullish, yes, we're going that way. But then how steep is this bottom wick going to be? Are you going to break the lows to then flip? That's what, to be honest, that's what I was saying the whole time. Do we need to break the lows?
Yeah.
That's the thing, what could catch us out. That's why we're low risk on it. And if we're looking to close like this, it probably tells us when we need to come and break the lows one more time. Why didn't you carry on here? Tells me that this wasn't enough. It wouldn't be me if I didn't take a loss in the first trade of the month, would it? Wouldn't. Look, the 5's closed again on my MT4. Fucking weird. I don't know what's going on. It's 5 minutes. Come on, come on. Five closed bearish below here. 15. It's at the 15 now. Okay, so the 15's closed. Ah, it's not ideal, that, guys. Where are we at? $62. $62. Okay. Right. Okay guys, I think I'm going to get out of this for a $50 loss. Okay. Or I'm going to pull my stops below. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my stops below. If this 5 flips now, I'm not interested. Yeah. It would would be $80 loss. For me, I had $150 risk on it. See if this 5 can come up. Get a bullish 5. We need closures back above here, really. Come on, that 5. If we can start closing back above here on the 15, especially the 15, I ain't looked. But only because the 30 hasn't closed yet. If the 30 closes bearish, then we're not interested. Okay, this 30 can still flip to the upside at any point. So we really, really need a 5-minute bullish close. Tell me what. That might be where we need to tap. That's where I'm going to have stops there, guys, above that wick. These wicks here. Things looking the same on MT4, it's really annoying me. Come back down. That one's that. So I've adjusted my stops. So $90 risk on it. Just here. I just want to see if we can get a rejection from this level. That's it, really. The sign to get out was the 15-minute closing below, really. It's broke below this as well, but I'm hoping this is just a fake out to the downside and the 15 closes back. If the 15 closes back above here, that's it, we're in the money. It'll play out. But if this 15 can pull back at any point, flip at any point, okay? And if it does flip, it's highly likely that's because we need to break these lows, and there's just no point having your stops there, because this would probably indicate that we're going to come and break these lows. So not ideal, Matt. Ideal.
Not ideal at all.
We just need a 5 bullish close. The bigger the better on the 5. 1 minute left. Bigger the better. It's pumping. Oh, there we go.
No bottom
So
wick
my
on the
5's a minute out on my MT4.
Yeah.
So I've closed bullish on the 5 and it broke back above this level. So let's see if this 5's going to close above there. There's the flip. Every 3 seconds. I'm getting a flip on the new 5 now. So the
no bottom wick.
new 5's done that for me. Come on, come on.
It's just gone straight up.
Has it?
Yeah. Well, it's got a tiny.
I did nearly
tiny
get a,
little-
I did nearly have a second entry on here. Nearly down.
Nearly.
Oh yeah, there's no bottom. Oh, this is weird. I've got 2 MT4s open here. Actually, MT4 and MT5.
Yeah.
One's got no bottom wick, the other one has. Oh, this is nice. Both 2 candles, no top wicks. The steeper this, the better, apart from breaking the lows. But then a flip to the upside would be lovely. I can't do that on that one because that's got a top wick. So that was a nice 5. Was that just a fake out back into that area? See if we can avoid this bottom wick. See if we can avoid this bottom wick. Please don't go.
That doesn't look good.
No, doesn't at all. No,
I'm
not yet.
Nearly out.
Yeah, I'm
Reject.
I'm actually there. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, gone. Okay.
walls.
Yeah, absolutely duped us, guys. Okay, we've got to put that down as a loss.
Shit.
What is that?
Oof. Yeah.
Custom period. Yeah, Duke needs to come back. I said, didn't I? What did I say? I said it might need to come and break the lows again one more time. $106. February. That's all right. I mean, I think January we took a look. January first trade of the month, $124. I think every month is the same. September, no, not that one. October, oh no, maybe not. Maybe I'm talking poo time. Well, I say that was technically a break even, and then there was 2 losses in a row. November, and second trade. Okay, so this obviously needs to come back down, guys, and break the lows. So we'll quickly get this on the 26. What's the time? 08:30. EURUSD. Risk.
Ring.
Entry was a breakout buys time frame. What was the time frame? It was 30, wasn't it? 30 didn't actually break out technically. 30. 6. Stop loss of 8. 88. Trade. Okay, so we'll put another loss on the stream. So we're now 61 wins, 10 break evens, and 17 losses. So this whole ID now, guys, has now gone. I'm not liking how my MT4 is different. There's a minute out. Quite annoying. This is gone. This is gone. So daily, what are you going to do then daily? That's what I want to know. I think you're going to have to wait for a forward close now. If the forward close is bullish, then you need a bottom wick, breaking the low, and then for buys up. Okay. If the forward close is bearish, below here, you want a top wick, breaking the highs to then sell down. So I think we're going to have to wait for the 4 now. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Yeah. The 1 hour's about to close, but the 4's still respecting this level. So you haven't broke out, so you wouldn't expect this 4 to drive down. Even if the 1 breaks below, you might just mess about with the next one. So I don't think I would take it. So I think I'm going to wait for the 4 hour. So other than that, guys, I mean, you know, NAS is again the same, waiting for the 4, which is in 2 hours. Gold, 1 hour. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for the 4 hours. The 4 hours are going to tell us if we've got something. So we've got another hour to wait, really. Yeah. Let it go now. That 15, I mean, I don't think it would have even took that 15. You were still bullish. You would prefer to wait for the 30 to close bearish, but look, it doesn't give me a chance to get in. I can see it's just literally doing this, coming to here. So if we look where we come down to this level, okay, was that there, then that, and then this one comes through though, doesn't it? So it's this us coming through to this level to then come back up to this level, or was that the rejection from there? So are we going to just come to this and then bounce off this? Maybe. Would that take a wing back buy there? Just, I don't like how we've already been here. We've been here. We mark this up.
All I can say is it's dirty.
It is dirty. Dirty, isn't it? There is a potential win back buy, but I just don't know whether I would take it. The 4 is still respecting, so we could tap and reject, I suppose. Just do maybe more than that one. Back up. Let me have a look at this 4. See where this 4 can go. See, I'm just not sure the 4 can drive it. Or can we? Look at that though, you broke the high. We're still respecting this level. 4 can easily flip back up here.
Let's go now.
Yeah. We could easily tap this as well and just reject. I think I'm going to put this on with tight stops, you know. 1.18371. You can also drive through. If you drive, it's either going to be stops or it's going to play out. We are still respecting this level, but I think if the 4 stays respecting this, to be honest, it doesn't even have to. The next 4 can easily break out, but I think I'm going to have this on as a wing back buy. I do, Dan, I do.
You do?
I do, mate. This would be take fast enough to break even. Yeah. It's just, if we need to break the low, how steep is this bottom way? I just don't know if this is the tap, this was it, and we're just slightly out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I am interested in is if we can break out and then close back in. Wow, right, stop it. Technology made, I hate it, does my head in. Right, that this is too partial. This 4 can easily flip and drive up, like I'm on about properly drive up to these levels. So it was similar to this. So that would tell me this 4 is not going to do anything. This 4 is going to close in around this area. And then if you look at the next 4 comes down, taps, and then flips. but you can also really just plummet through this area without even stopping. But the three is close respecting, the 2 is bullish, the 1 is bearish, but didn't actually break below 30, 15. Guys, I'm going to get in on this. $100 risk. But to be honest, work out what the risk to reward is. So we'll be looking at this. Be looking at that. 14 to 1. So you could probably risk $50. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a $50 risk on this, guys. So where would this be? 15. I'm going to have a $50 risk. Take partial move to break even. Well, you'd go risk free here. Go risk free. And this would be your take partial. Take partial. Yeah, I'd be looking all the way back up there. Yeah, this is what I've got going on here, right? Let's get this lined up. This might not happen on this 4 though, this is the thing. What's that? This is this. One 8308. It's out. It could go from here as well, where it might not get that far down. That's in another sort of downside to it. Everything is out. Okay. Right, I've got a $70 risk on this here. Yeah. Okay, this is what I've got. I've got a $50 risk on. Okay, I've got a wing back buy here. Okay, this is an area we can reject from, wing back buy. And that would be breaking the lows then on the 4 for the 4s to come back up. The 4 can actually break out here. So the 4 can actually close like that. And then you can easily tap and then you get a big massive 4. So if we're right in our analysis, this could be a really, really nice trade. Because at that point, you're coming up to at least these levels, 1.1877. And then you're probably thinking, okay, well, you've got to come and break all the highs then. So that's what I'd be interested in. Can we break the lows? So that is that one. I've only got a $50 risk on. And the reason I've got a $50 risk on, because you can drive straight through as well. You can easily drive straight through. So it's literally like 50-50. What are you willing to risk to see if you're right? That's it. with it being such a big high risk to reward, even to our take partial area, you're looking at a 2-to-1. So there's your $100 back from the loss of the first one. That's nearly a 3-to-1, just back to the take partial area. So it's such a good risk to reward. But on the other hand, you might say, oh well, yeah, but what if you risk your normal risk? Yeah, you could get more money, but probability wise, it's like 50-50. It's 50-50. So what are you willing to risk to see if you're right? So that's what I've got going on. Let me get this on.
Oh, I'm risking $33.
Oh, you naughty boy.
0.3%.
You are wild.
I know.
Absolute wild. 15.
And that will take me to 5% down if it doesn't work.
Right.
But if it does work, then it will take me to
5% up.
no, it will take me to break even, back to zero. Or should I risk 2%?
Oh, now you're talking. I think you've got such a high risk to reward, whereas imagine if it doesn't play out. If it doesn't play out, you know what I mean? But if it does play out, you've got a big risk to reward anyway, so you're still going to get some decent
profit. Well, it'll cover the loss this morning.
Yeah.
And that, at a minimum, is fine. that would be an alright day.
Yeah. So
But
we've got that. Look at it flipping now. That's what I'm saying. It could easily drive up. What it is, the 4 can easily power up with 1 candle. But if we look left, right, I think this is what might happen. This might close bearish, but small respecting this level, and then the next 4 then closes out. But then I think then we're going to get a fake out. That's when we're going to get this. And screenshot that if you want, but that's what I can probably see happening. It's just a case of can we avoid getting stopped.
And it's tight stops, isn't it?
It is quite tight stops. You could extend them if you wanted to, but I wouldn't put any more risk on it because it can easily come through. So let me see if I can show you this forward zone. What I'm looking at. This one here. No, it's not. This one here, Dan. So this is the one what looks similar to us here. We've come down from these levels. We've closed respect, and we then closed bullish. We now close bearish, and then the next. Look at the next 4. See that little one there?
Yeah.
This is forward candles, so it's hardly done anything. Yeah, it didn't drive up, hasn't drove down. There's only 1 hour left of it. And then look at the next 4 then. So the next 4 here comes. Well, we don't know if it comes up first.
It comes up or down first, yeah.
Yeah, but either way, if you just leave this on, and if it comes down first and taps you, comes up, take partial, fair enough, right? And if it comes back down, and then you're expecting the next 4 to come up. So this might be a case of just leaving on today. Let's have a look at what news. There must be some news today.
Like
PMI, so that's not too bad. What time's that? 1:30. Okay. So yeah, this might be a case of just leaving on today. But if it plays out, I mean, it's fantastic. We've got. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but also you could easily just come straight through. So what are you willing to risk? That's what you've got to say. What are you willing to risk? I'm gonna get this on the trade ideas.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna go to the toilet and make another cup.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a latte once I put this on. The trade ideas. I'm sorry guys if anybody's commented. I've been looking. Sorry guys. Matt Bill, Boradar, Tinyao Met, Wazza, Krish. Welcome Krish, welcome mate. I haven't seen you for a while. And Sam Gamer, nice to see you buddy. Gamer, what games do you play, Sam? Like, do you play Army? Do you think that NAS100 is going up? Well, let's have a look at NAS then. Actually, let me get this on the trade ideas, Sam, and then we'll have a look at NAS again. 2 seconds. So, if you want access to my trade IDs, guys, in the descriptions, there's links there for my school community. Or if you get on these lives, you just take them on the live with us anyway. So we've got a buy limit. So this is a risky, it's all we've got going on at the moment, right? So it's low risk, but it's a big risk to reward. So we could get some nice moolah. 1.1385. Stop loss is tight 1.8. 1.183. TP1. 1.1858. TP2 is up in 1.9. 1.19487. This is a just shy of a 15 to 1 ratio. So that's on. Okay, right, let's have a look at NAS then. So yeah, the thing with NAS, we can't do anything until I'm expecting the weekly to flip, but we can't do anything until the forward closes bullish. Once the forward closes bullish, then we can look at buys up, but the forward doesn't close for another 2 hours. Okay, so if the forward closes like this and I get a bottom wick, I'll have a buy stop on to come up. I do think it can come up. Okay, the daily at the moment can still flip bullish because this previous daily is still respecting this minor level. So that means this daily can flip to the upside at any point. And if it does flip, I'm only expecting it to come to this. That's it. And then to carry on down. Okay, and the reason being is the weekly's already broke out, right? So last time we came from this level, we came down, we tapped this level, we then pull back and tap this, and then we come all the way through to here. Okay, and even if you take these ones into consideration, another one here came down, we only tapped to here, but we closed respecting, and then we tapped to here, and then we came through. So what I'm after today is if the 4 closes bullish, that might give us the indication that the daily is going to flip to the upside. And if the daily is going to flip to the upside, we could then see something like this. Up, tap, and then if we close bullish in around these levels, it'll look exactly like this one. It'll look exactly like this one. But then look what happens next. You tap these and then you drop through. Tap and then drop through. So I would be interested in taking sells from here. However, you've got to understand on the weekly, this is where the weekly gets really messy, and this is why it's been difficult on NAS lately, because look at the gaps. So NAS closed there and a massive gap to there. Okay, Then this one closed here, massive gap back down. And then this one closed here and opened up here. So we've got this area, got gaps all over. So the weekly can do anything. All I know is we probably need a wick fill on this, normally around 50%. So can this flip give us 50% and then flip back down to come and break the lows? Now that we broke the high, we're sort of stuck in this range basically between the two purple marks between here and here. So when we say do you expect NAS to push up, the only way I would take buys up at the moment is if the weekly closes above here and then I get a bottom wick and then flip. That's the only way I'd look at buys really. As in higher time frame, all-time high buys. Other than that, I will take buys from round here if the 4 closes bullish. So we'll take buys to here, that's it. And then I've got to wait for the weekly to close above. I hope that helps, mate. I'm going to go make a brew, guys. I'm going to go make a latte. EU might not play out for a couple. It might not happen on this 4. Might be the next 4. Okay. So we've just got to wait. So I will be back shortly. Okay, yeah. Sound like Keith Lemon like this, don't I? Making a brew, be back in 2. Yeah. We definitely need a break in the loss. Right, I'll be back in a second, guys.
Good morning, Andre.
Good morning.
You all right?
Yeah. What so that trade idea, is that on NAS or is that on EU?
EU.
Ah, because you wrote NAS in the trade idea.
I think.
Also, I was looking at the price and like, what the fuck is going on here?
Just be like, those numbers are out.
It's all right now. It's just all out.
It's just be like, that's it. I quit trading. Done.
It's good. Okay, no, I wasn't going crazy then. I was looking at the screen now and I see, okay, that's EU. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I've already taken a small loss.
All right.
So, just this 4 wanting to come down a bit.
Yeah.
Further, but it hasn't really taken any of the 4-hour lows. The 30 came down and broke the lows.
Yeah.
And that's stopped what out. So
Right. Yeah. All right.
this next one potentially as a wing back
On where?
on EU.
EU. Okay.
So there's potential.
There's always potential for something.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yes.
mean, gold is just crazy right now. I mean, that whole Asia session is like the same volume as like 5 days normally.
Yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? It's really off-putting. To be honest, like I said, on Friday when I was having a look, I'd marked a few up. They played out, but I didn't want to put them on because the first one I put on, normal stop loss and things that have been using for for weeks and months now, was about 7.5 grand stop loss.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
It was like crap. So yeah, it's just everything's way out.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some stability would be nice.
Yeah, well, some stability in the world would be nice.
Yeah. No, let's just go back to normal, please.
Yep.
How are you doing? Have you been trading?
I Friday my got a little parrot here next to me. No, on Friday I had a win for it's another strategy that I do. So, you know, the way my normal trade, it doesn't really matter how big the candles are in general, you know, and the stop loss doesn't matter because I you know, my the software, you know, if I risk $500 or $1,000, whatever the size of the stop loss is, it doesn't matter. So in that is fine, but you know, on futures I'm not touching it right now because it is freaking difficult. But so I had a win on Friday, so that was nice way to end the week. So I ended the week, I think 0.5% down, and the month was up.
Yeah.
I think maybe 1.5 or something on my lives and stuff. So that was fine. You know, for a challenging month. It was fine. Today I'm in one of the session master things, like what, you know, the in Jordan's group.
Yeah.
It's basically it's the strategy that I first got funded on last year. That I'm speaking up again now. I haven't really done it on NAS. So I've liked that one since I got funded on it. So I'm just trying that one out again on a challenge.
Yeah.
To see how that will work out, and then I'll see now if my usual trade gets triggered today. It should, and then we'll see that
it plays out
what the results is. So yeah.
Nice. Well, my account's now 4.7 down.
Okay. Yeah.
So we need this. If this wing back doesn't work, I'll be 5% down.
Yep.
If it does play out, I'll be break even.
Whoa.
Or
Oh, that's not a bad ratio. Then I like that.
it's not. So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But I know even at 5% down, it's still.
All right, I've got somebody needs to go to and make a poo. I'll be right back.
It wouldn't have done that. Oh, 2 minutes. Okay, we're back. I'm out of place. I'm turning around now.
I just seen that you wrote the wrong pair in your trade idea.
Oh shit, you're right.
You wrote NAS. I was
Shit.
like, what the fuck are these prices, you shit?
That's because I've copied and pasted. Okay, so yeah, cheese for that. Edit. Let's go. Okay, yeah, cheese for that, Andre. My bad, guys.
No
I
worries.
do apologise. How are we doing, Andre? Have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was sick. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, it's better when
I've
you've
got
got.
both of them here today.
Bloody. Well, I've got my kids at home if it makes any difference.
Yeah.
I've kept mine off because of the Great British National Strike, which probably nobody's
Oh, right.
doing.
Okay, you got one of them going on. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that against? And what's this? Is this against the government? Against what exactly? Against Mr. Starmer?
Yeah, so what it is, this is probably our last. We've got 2 more chances, in my opinion, right? Everyone's got different opinions, obviously, but this is just my opinion. We've got 2 more chances to save this country. One is this, the Great British National Strike, and which fucks the economy, okay, or fucks the government, basically. And 2 is Reform getting into power. They're the last 2 chances we've got. So what this is, it's you only need, I think it's less than 10% of the population. I think it was as low as like 3%. We only need like 3% people to do it, and it could massively affect the government. So protests don't work. History proves that protests without violence don't work, right? And I'm not saying we don't want to go down the violent route, right? Because people just get hurt. So the only other way to do it, because protests simply don't work, is economically, how can we hit the government? So it's simple.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
People just stay home. People just stay at home. They don't go to work. They don't go to schools. You don't spend in the big supermarkets, Tesco, Asda, places like that.
Yeah.
Or just buy local. Even if you try not to leave the house, get your shopping in early, week before, and buy local from the local shops. Let's just have, and you'll find that even by 3% of the population just doing that will have a massive effect on people not buying fuel. All the tax what they would normally get in.
Yeah.
Some people are not even paying the council tax for a week.
Yeah.
So, it might not work. Might work. It literally depends on how many people do it, and we'll know by the end of the week.
It's worth a shout if you believe in that. I mean, I haven't lived there for such a long time, so I don't have
the government
a proper opinion on that.
When was the last time you were here?
I left there. Well, when I was in the UK for a visit was 2 years ago now, I think. Just quickly in Birmingham.
Yeah. Oh God.
You know, I traveled frequently. But then it's like these 2-3 days at a time, so not enough to really get a sense of things, right?
Yeah.
But I left there in 14, so I lived there for 14 years.
So we weren't too bad then. Now, if you came back and lived here, you'd realise the price of things. Even in like low income areas, towns and cities, the prices of things are just ridiculous. Honestly, people just can't do anything.
Yeah.
They can't even do anything. They're 1 meal a week out, what they used to do. They can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just the absolute shit show at the minute. So yeah, this, and then reform. We need a referendum before the time's up. We can't have another 3 years of this government.
Yeah.
We'd be in bits. Basically, Starmer's trying to bring in all the control measures before he gets out of power. So then it's too late at that point. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think now. When's the last time I can remember a leader in the UK that I thought was
proper patriotic.
What was proper, you know?
Corbyn.
Corbyn? No, not for me, Corbyn.
Oh, okay, he's after. I think he was just after my time as well. When was he?
He didn't get in power.
He didn't get in.
Okay, yeah, okay, sorry. Okay, there's no leader that actually was in power.
Yeah. There hasn't been one really. This is the thing. It's because it's ever since Tony Blair. So everything roots back to Tony Blair. You know, the ECHR, Europe, everything roots back to him. He built the system in such a vigorous way where you are sort of. It's so easy to keep the same people in power, but a different face. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and that's what he done. Like, that man needs to be in jail for me, Tony Blair, especially over just Iraq. But
I think a lot of them need to face prison time.
yeah, and I don't like this how they can just resign and that's it. It's all done with. Oh yeah, just resign.
Still got a wage.
Yeah. Diplomatic immunity, they call it, and that knocks me sick. That word, I hate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Tony Blair's fault mainly. That's who I blame. But other than that, you only had so you got to look at all the leaders. Leaders will always piss people off because they're making tough decisions. They can't keep everyone happy. So the likes of Margaret Thatcher, you know, she was probably the last robust, I would say, patriotic leader. However, she sold the miners. You know, she obliterated them. So she's probably the last one for me. The rest have all been weak individuals, all about their personal gain and control.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it does my head in. It's just for the kids, really. Like, I'm just waiting for the kids. That's all it is. Like, he'll be turning 18. He'll be turning 18 soon.
Yeah.
What's the chance of him getting a house? There's no chance at all of him getting on the property ladder at the moment. Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, the UK property set up.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely. Oi, you two! Hey! Listen here.
You can tell he's at
We're
home.
gonna fight for 5 pounds. Alright?
You can tell he's at home. Don't touch that. Put that down.
Yeah, I mean the market in the UK is just I don't know. I think we were lucky when we were able to get on the market back in 2010.
Yeah.
We got an apartment, and yeah, we were earning well, no kids, so we could just about afford it, right? I think now, I mean, just looking on the street, we were living there in London, you know, we had the cheap property on the street because we were the only little apartment block on that street. All the other properties, this is not back in 2010, were, you know, between 1 and 2 million. This is back then, you know, it's ridiculous. And we bought the place for I think 250,000 back then, which was just on this. There was a stamp duty holiday or freeze or whatever, so we didn't have to pay stamp duty.
Yeah.
And then we did some small renovations on it and sold it 3 years later for 430.
Nice.
I mean, I was like, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
You know, I felt so almost like embarrassed that we were able to sell it for that. But you know, that set us up then for our move to Denmark. But and now I think the place is worth 600 or something. When I looked online, it's ridiculous, and it's a small 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
You know,
mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
absolutely mental. Prices are ridiculous. I mean, I bought an house when I was 18, and I didn't have a clue. I just wanted to buy my own house.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the rates and out. I just literally just got the mortgage where I could get accepted and bought it.
Yeah.
Wherever when you grow up and you realise and you go, hang on a minute, the house I bought, I'd had it since I was 18, and it was back in the northeast, Hartlepool. Hartlepool was probably the only place house prices didn't rise.
Yeah.
Just the full town is just destroyed, and my house just did not go up in value at all.
Yeah.
And I just got rid of it. I was renting out, and tenants are a nightmare. I'd never rent houses again, mate. Too much hassle.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, with all the rates and that's what the government want. I mean, landlords, people with portfolios are getting battered off the government at the moment. Absolutely battered. It's not worth them doing it anymore. And this is what they want. They don't want individuals owning homes. They want big corporations like BlackRock and that.
Yeah.
Which I think's disgusting. For me, you as a human, you should be able to live for free in a house, have free energy, right? You should be allowed to do that for free. We literally pay to exist. Nah, it's just wrong.
Yeah. Yes.
But anyway, on the plus side, Newcastle. Oh shit! No, they got hammered. Let's talk about something else.
Newcastle have sold Lascelles to Leicester.
Have they? I think he needed to go anyway. That's a good signing for them. Joe Willock might be going to Fulham as well, which I think he needs to. But the thing is, what pisses me off, if we're going to sell people, can we not buy someone?
No,
Why are we not buying? Why are we not buying? Like, got injuries all over. That Liverpool game, like I said to him, I said, we're going to get battered here.
Gents, I'm gonna leave you for today.
Yeah.
I'll see you again.
No worries,
Yeah,
Andre.
no
Catch you later,
worries,
mate.
no
Please.
worries.
Like I knew we were going to get battered. Our confidence was low. We had loads of injuries, and with that lineup as well. I mean, we did all right considering.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like Liverpool have so much more
Oh, mate,
than what we have.
they've got two teams where
Yeah.
they've got two teams. They're like City now. They can field two teams and still sort of be top six with both teams.
Well, this is it. I mean, if you look at the likes of Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, the ones that are regularly top six.
Yeah.
Like I don't include Man United in that, although they're starting to pick up points now. But they all have a massive squad.
Yeah.
So which has been built over the years, and they've obviously got a load of money that they can spend, and they're doing it properly because they have all of the networks and things built up.
Yeah.
We don't. We still don't. And until that improves, right, we're gonna be in this sort of purgatory state.
Yeah.
You know, and we're like Elliot Anderson. I still don't fully understand why we got rid of him. And it's all the appease PSR or whatever. But on the flip side, we've got that Greek goalkeeper, Vlachodimos. How much did we pay for him? So it was the majority of what we got for Anderson went back to them for him.
Yeah.
So it was just like it doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm not a businessman and I don't know the ins and outs of everything at the football level, but it just didn't seem logical considering we were never going to use him. But,
and if you have to sell your homegrown players, I think there's something wrong. Because
as well,
you need to encourage, but this is where the international and the billionaires are taking over. We need to get it back localised. This is why I like Man U, mate. And people laugh at me, go, "What, you like Man U and you're a Newcastle fan?" Yeah, because how they ran a club with the Nevilles, you know, and Scholes coming through, and Nicky Butt.
Yeah.
That full team was literally the academy. Came all the way through, reserves all the way up, and then into the first team. That is how a club should be run.
Yeah.
Like, I think they need to change. I don't care if the standard drops and we don't attract the world best players. I don't care. Let's localise it again. You've got to play at least 5 youth players, local youth players. And yeah, that's what I would do with football, because the PSR thing is just, look at this coming up now.
Yeah.
Gonna hear the worst thing though, Dan. Our stops wouldn't have been. Our stops were under this 30. No,
Yeah.
they weren't. They were under this one. They would have. Thank God for that. Be better. But yeah, I'm not convinced with this. But need a bottom wick. I need to break the laws, but you might open up and just drive up here.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. If it comes down, we'll keep them on. If it just shoots up, then
It is what
we'll go
it is.
again. We'll go again. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, because I mean, when did we get taken over? How long's it been now? A few years now, isn't it?
It has been a while now.
Or we're looking at like 5 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so I think initially I'd said like 5 to 10 years to get us into a position where we can start to compete regularly.
Yeah. Well, they have come out with a plan, haven't they? By 2030,
Yeah.
they want us to be
Be up
basically
there
winning
competing
everything.
regularly,
Yeah.
and I think we're on track. And I think, like, obviously you've got to like switch off to all of the nonsense that gets shouted, how out and all of this sort of shit. You know, we need stability.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you get rid of how and you bring somebody else in and they don't do as well, what happens? Do you give them the time? Do you give them the trust? Or do you just say, right, you're out as well, next one in? And then we could be looking at 13 managers over 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So, you know, yes, results aren't brilliant this year. We're definitely not performing to the level we know we can. But again, it's, as we've just said, it's injuries, loads of injuries again. And we're not getting loads of investment in. We're not getting loads of, like, we are getting investment in. We're not getting loads of players in. So, you know, there's nothing to cover there. And there's doesn't seem like there's anybody coming in through the academy.
Yeah.
So
They put loads of money into the academy, though. That's
I
what they're
think
trying to.
I think they're putting more in as well, for their sort of revamps and stuff like that. So, which is always going to be a good thing for the future. But, you know, all of the youth investment that we've had over the last few years, people are going out and having failed like loans and stuff like that. Then we get rid of Minty to Brighton and things like that. Nobody seems to be given a chance to come into the squad and at least get a run out.
Yeah.
Get the experience of playing in the Premier League. Help them boost their levels. Well, then it needs to be better loans.
No, St. Maximin's free agent at the minute. I don't know why we don't get him on. The wages.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, I think I'd probably take him back.
I would.
But it's just, yeah, well, I suppose it is. It's just, where do they fit in, and is he gonna play him? And the problems he had was his end product.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's.
The thing is, what he's really good at, though, but this is where I think he would suit us more now than what he did before, because we never used to come up against the low block. Never. Because we weren't that good. We only do the low block if a team's really good, right? And now we're coming up against it time and time again. So you need people who can unpick locks.
Yeah.
And he's one of them.
Take people on and draw players into them.
Yeah. And this is why we can't win without Bruno, because what Bruno Guimaraes does, he doesn't run through the low block, but the vision he has to get that pass through the low block is just amazing. That's what he does well. And you need people who can handle the low, like Foden. Look at Foden, he'll get himself amongst the low block. One fast, hard ball to his feet. His first touch is unreal.
Yeah.
And that's he can just. But St. Maximin, he can take people. He can cause. He makes things happen. Yeah. But whether he's like that now, well, you know, it's been a few years. You don't know. A bit older.
Well, that's it. Free agent, you're not paying anything, and just say, right, your wages are on a playing basis.
Yeah. That's it. It's in your the ball's in your court, isn't it? When
yeah. But it's when you see things like, you know, like Oscar Bob.
Yeah.
Going to Fulham.
Is that where he's gone?
Yeah.
Didn't know
that. And I think they've only paid like 30 million for him. He's got a like 20% sell-on clause, and I think Man City have got like rights for the buyback.
Yeah.
But you know, as I mean, he's looked great every time he's played against us anyway. So, you know, it's just things like that, and it just gives you further options in attack, because when our defenders are all fit, we've got a decent defence.
Yeah.
But we're attacking is just lacking.
We just can't score. We haven't got a proper prolific striker. I don't really rate Wissa. I didn't really rate him at Brentford, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Same as Elanga. I didn't rate Elanga at Forest.
It's his pace.
Yeah, his pace is good. Like, he's getting better. He is getting better. His last game, he wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of
yeah, and I think that's this time round we haven't had players that have just hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Like in previous ones, and I know Mbuemo didn't, but I think I would have preferred Mbuemo than Wissa.
I would have, definitely. I was hoping we got him.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
It's annoying though.
Yeah. Very annoying. And I think, you know, if we were performing just that little bit better away from home, then I think things would be massively different this season.
You know what's more annoying though, when you're seeing the likes of City and that still buying players like the Borghi. Like, have you not got enough defenders? Like, they've got the best two teams in the league, in my opinion, City. Like, how is it fair for you just to, do you know what, we'll buy all the best players so nobody else can have them? And then the odds, the probability of us winning more is far greater, even if they do sit on the bench. Like, it just doesn't sit right with me. The football is just, I don't know, it's getting a bit...
It is.
Ruined, it's getting ruined. The money's ruining it. Even though we're rich, and even if we could spend, I would still say the same. The money's ruining it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want us to be like Man City, where they just bought all the best players and paid players
exorbitant amounts of money.
Yeah. I don't know whether I would. I don't know. I just don't like it. Don't like it.
I agree. I don't like it either.
It's what you've got to do though, Dan.
Yeah.
To win.
Well, unfortunately, this is the system that's been created because it's wealthy for the people that run the whole business. So.
Exactly, Dan.
But you know, where are we going to be in 10 years' time? Is it going to be that, you know, for a standard striker, or a standard player, you're gonna be paying well over 100 million.
Especially for a striker. Like,
You
there's
know,
no
and it's-
decent strikers. If you look at the standard of players in, I don't know, 2000, say, when you still had Ronaldo, fat Ronaldo, then you had the good Ronaldo, then you've still got, who else have you got?
Fat Ronaldo and good Ronaldo.
Yeah, fat Ronaldo, good Ronaldo. You got Rooney. Like, see Rooney, right? He's a player. Yes, he's a bit thick and that. But if I could do the greatest all-time football team, the players could be dead or alive, anybody, my first name on the team sheet would be Rooney, you know.
Yeah. He was quality from the moment he came out.
He was
Like,
on a different level. Like,
yeah.
what I liked about him, it was just about the football. He wasn't one of these Garnachos. It was about his fashion and his looking cool on the pitch, and he didn't care. He did not care. He just wanted to win that game, and he didn't even look beyond that game. He just wanted to win every game. The fight and that. I haven't seen Rooney have a bad game. I haven't. Never seen him have a bad game. So for me, he would be okay. We've had a forward close. Where's this? Oh, look at that now, you little. So this is dodgy. This on EU now, but we have closed bullish. But we still, if we look at these here, you can close bullish and still come back down and mess about. So this might be the case of just leaving on. I think I need to break the lows, guys. I need to break the lows and then to come back up. Don't think I would take this 4. The only way I would get a buy stop on this 4 is if this 4 pulls back to at least here. If we get a pull back to here, I might be interested in a buy stop, but my buy stop would literally be above the highs. That's it. Because if the 4 was to flip, tap previous support and then flip and then a drive through. But I'm not convinced that this is going to be the one with drive through. It might do. I think we're going to mess about today. So I'm going to leave that on. We'll set an alert. Can't take anything else here.
NAS has blown up, but
There's still another hour left of NAS.
Yeah. Why is that one? They usually match gold and NAS usually match. That's an hour out. Gold's pause just opened.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's going on.
Capital.com. Don't know, but look at that form, the gold. What do you do with that?
Yeah.
I mean, we broke back into this area, but you'd want a steep bottom wick before coming back up. The daily can do anything. The 4 can. 3, 2.
I think the daily's gonna flip and push.
It's bullish.
Yeah.
Maybe. But you've got no data to tell you that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
literally
Grab
guess.
on the foot. It's just
Yeah, I know what you mean.
a guess.
Yeah.
So like I say, grab on the 4, but that means nothing.
I think if anything, I prefer NAS, so I can see NAS flipping to the upside. I can see NAS, the daily, coming up to this level and closing respecting.
Yeah.
But it's how do we get in? So if we expecting the daily to flip, NAS is going to do one of two things. You're either going to do this, flip back up, and we're on that candle, right? Where the daily's been down here, then flip bullish, come up to this level. Or you're on this one, and you're going to come straight through and close respecting around these levels. So it's like, it's a bit of a tricky one. I would prefer the buys up, but in order to get the buys up, you'd need a bullish 4 close in 1 hour. And then if we can get a bottom wick, I've I'd be interested in taking the buys up, but I need a steep bottom wick. We've got no bottom wick on this 4. I would probably need a steep bottom wick to then get buy stops above. If we go down a level, let's have a look. See if we can find a 1 hour zone. What if? So what is this? So it's just not the neatest. The one can close above and then just mess about. So what if I got a 1 close above that? You can easily get a fake out. Don't drive up, you tend to tap, reject, and then go. So if that's the case, then take it. When you come back into that area, which is this one here, you come up, you tap, you reject. Okay. Next one, back into the area, you tap, you reject, and then you go. Base back into the area here, tap, reject, then go. This one you don't play out, this one you do. We came through. So basically that's what I can see happening on NAS. I can see us coming up to this level, rejecting, messing about here, and then coming up. So how do we get in on that then? Well, we'd need the forward to close. If the forward closes without coming back to this level, the forward closes like this. We're just heading up, but you'd need a steep bottom wick, but you don't tend to get a steep bottom wick. If you look at this, little bottom wick, and we just sort of trickle up. It's not very good for us trickling.
No.
But also price could reject from here, this level. Because you close respect in there, and then you tapped, and you came through, so yeah, you could reject from there as well. I don't think I would take that though. It's awful.
But the current 4 has no bottom wick.
Yeah.
The 6 is given a grab, so if it closes, bullish. But then, again,
well, this is it. If you
come down and take the bottom wick or continue,
yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it's tough because here, yes, you get a bottom wick, but you don't get much there. You don't get much there, and I'm not sure you need much to come back up to these levels. I think we could just trickle up. I don't actually think you need much of a bottom wick. I think we've dropped so low. This alone has grabbed liquidity. And then this fake out has grabbed liquidity, so I'm just not sure. Oh gosh,
it is over.
Grabbing something. I'm grabbing something, Dan. I'm not going to grab something.
I think on MT5, it is the new 6 hour.
Is it?
Yeah. So trading views an hour out for NAS. That's mental. Is that how you're supposed to trade like that?
Yeah. Well, If this hour closes, if this 4 closes like this, there is an area where you pull back to this and then go. What's this area? On the 40. Yeah, so if we look at like this, that closed there, next one pull back to this level. We're up, we don't, we tap it again and then we go, that sort of initiates the move up. This one doesn't, but that was a gap. Got another sort of wick down to this area and then that initiates the push. So we could potentially take a wing back buy from here, but you've got no bottom wick, so you could easily just plummet to the next 4. So would it be worth it? I think if anything I'd want to pull back to there and then a buy stop above. That's for another hour. I'll be on till 11 at least anyway. So we'll see, we'll come back to NAS at 11, see what that's happening. What's EU doing? So the 4 was close. So in order for me to take buys on the 4, I'd need a bottom wick. At least where I said pull back needed to get a buy stop above. Right, but I mean if this comes up and taps these levels, it's probably got hours. Which would be pretty annoying because we were in on this. Bottom way. 15 closed above. We broke the high now. That was our vantage point prior. Looks like it's gone. No! So yeah, not the best guy so far. Best, and then gold. I mean, you know, gold is just. What do you do with that, mate?
Well, I mean, you just look at the candles going up. They're all tiny, and then you've got from like Friday, the candles are massive.
Yeah.
Well, Thursday and Friday, the candles are massive.
What do you get when you fall in love? Yeah, it's just awful.
I don't even know how to work that out. So just marking up to say cover the 6-hour candle on gold. Massive grab. Your stops are
Too big, wouldn't it?
whatever that's it. It's 33,200.8.
Yeah. Well, I think with the stops, as long as you're risking the right amount what you want to risk, then it doesn't make a difference really. For what stops are, if you're risking $50, you can still have a 3,000 pip stop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it is big.
But it's even if you put that into the lot size calculator, it's just you basically it's 0.01. If I put that into the lot size calculator now, it just tells us I can use 0 lots.
Yeah.
So it's just like right, so 0.01.
Yeah.
But that would be 100 quid. That's the lowest I can go.
100 squiddly diddly.
Yeah, if that would be mental.
It's squiddly diddly. Look at this. For this mofo. Just want to watch how this moves here on the lower time frames.
Yeah, it's mental. All I can say, it's mental.
Mental.
Absolutely mental.
Come on, can we flip on this? We're not really driving as such. We can get a 15 close back below this level. It's a 15 more like that. Better than this. There's the one. I'd say that's a one range there. Ranges are all over the place. Settle there on this. And if this 4 flips and we don't break the high, that'd be better for us. I just need to see if we need to break this low. One candle, wick down, break this low, and then flip back bullish. That's what I can see happening. That is what I can see happening. Let's go to come on, see you. So we need a pullback to here, at least. But you tend to just trickle up in this area. Surely the 4 is maybe be a steep bottom way. On the 2. The 3. And the 4.
I just don't like it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so just tested there on gold,
Mm.
and like the lowest I can go is 0.01 lot, so it's always going to risk a
Yeah.
100 or over. I can't get lower than that,
Yeah, there's nothing you can do then, really, is there?
so it just makes it very sketchy to trade gold. I'm going for a wee.
Right.
I'm crying at the toilet.
See you in 3. I'm trying to work out. We need to go back to this. So if we pull back to this area, does that mean Six minutes for a close on the 4. Oh, okay, use. Yeah, so we're not driving up, we're rejecting a bit now. 36 minutes left. Still breaking out. Could be getting used 30 just back in. get this 15 back below this level, that would be a good sign for us to come back down. Just debating whether the 15 close back below. There's no reason whatsoever, right? There's no reason whatsoever for the 15 to close back below here. If it does, I'll probably tells you we need to break these lows. Okay. If it doesn't, close respecting, flip bullish because we're going to break these highs, and that's the move. So if the 15 does close below here, we have a sell on. I have a sell on back to at least this level, 1.18. Looking at this through. Stops would only be the high because you're not expecting the 15 to flip to the upside. So we would just sell down. It would be a nice risk to reward. So for example, it would only be like that. I'd be looking to come down to these levels. That'd be a 3 to 1. You've got an advantage point where you take partial move to break even. Might be something of interest. See how this 15 closes. Remain down.
I know what you mean.
But the 15 would have to close back below this. But to be honest, it might. Because this 15 doesn't close in, the next one just flies. So what if we maybe done that? And if the 15 closed below that, would that initiate the move top wick? Ooh. Below. Where does the top wick go? That's what we've got to ask. How far does the top wick? So the top wick comes to this here. So if we can maybe get a top wick to here. This one. This would have to be our low risk screen on this. That would be the 15-minute range there. Well, let's see how what this 15 does. So basically, if the 15 goes below, if we get this, right? If we get that, then we need a pullback to there. Then we'd have a sell stop underneath. That'd be our advantage point. We're hoping that we're coming right down because we need to break the lows. But that would be our advantage point. So that's where this one here, that's where I'd take partial move to break even. Okay, but stops would only need to be as price pulls back. We'd have sell stop on. As soon as you get activated, your stop could just be the wick of the high, because what you're saying is, well, I'm not expecting to flip back up. If we flip back bullish and extend that wick, we're probably going to stay bullish, and then the whole idea is gone. So yeah, we might have sells below here on the 15-minute closure, but I've got to have a pullback. Below 15. Closure. And this would be the bottom of the other range. So this is where we'd have to. This is for our. Get rid of this now. This is for our. Yes. This is for this wing back. So. Yes. Only if it does though. It's got to close back in. 1 minute 30 left. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. On my MT4 didn't close back in. Weird. Weird. So what does that mean then? I can't do anything here. 30 minutes left. Oh, this is a 30 close. Ooh. 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 Damn. Ooh. How are we going to close below? So if we close below and I get a pullback. Oh, I did close below. I can't take that. I mean, we've closed bearish. This could initiate the move down, but I can't take that. It could still drop. Easy, just trickle back up here. Let's see. Pull back down. It's a 30 close. So this side is gone now. 30 broke out. Can we get a fake out back in? So it's sort of similar with the 30 now, right? So if we can identify the 30-minute range, this is probably it really. So you need a 30 close below that. 30 close comes through. 30 close comes through. 30 close fake out. 30 close comes through. So maybe the 30, if this 30 closes back in, we could maybe take that, which would also be a 15. But then that would be the hour closing, so we'd have to look at the hour. Close respected top right flip. Let's see what happens with this 15. So if this 15 closes like this, and then I would need a pullback to here, the top wick. Then sell stops. So we might have sells down here. Because if you think about it, right? Logically, we created this double bottom, okay? And then we sort of broke above the high. Now, if this was the move we were going to leave from this area, why would we reject here? You would imagine that, okay, well, if this is the move, this would come straight through and break the highs. You wouldn't reject here. But saying that, the 15's closed bearish, respecting still. So this is what I'm saying. If we close back below there, yes, it could be a fake out. It could catch us out. But is that because we need to break these lows before driving up? That's what I've got. So yeah, the 30 is going to be interesting, but that's the hour. So what would the hour look like then? We'll work in the hour close. Is this hour going to flip? So there is a level here on the hour. Level there. If the hour closes respecting, it's pretty good to then drop. Then drop again. So if the hour closes respecting, that technically could be the 30 closing back in, or the 15 closing back in. But look at this hour now. Can this flip? And are we actually going to get the fake out on the hour here? So little resistance level broke out. Is this hour going to end up like that, back below? And then that would be the fake out here. Be naughty. Naughty, naughty. But yeah, that could happen also, guys. We could get the hour fake out. If only that 15 had, if that 15 had closed in here, we could have grabbed this. I don't think it's going to happen now. But it's nice we're coming back down. It shows we probably need to break this low. How can we get in though? The way I would get in is if the 30 closes below this, we might have sells. But it'd have to close below that because 30, then it closes bullish, then bearish, then bullish, and then you come through. So I would probably need a 30 close below that. These are 15, it's filled the range for us, which is annoying. This was our advantage point here. I'm gonna have to wait for 30. Oh, bloody hell, Dan, what a day. What a day. What a day.
Confusingly trying to work out these lots for gold. If there's any potential to put anything on, because it's just totally off.
Yeah. I mean, technically the 30s broke out. You could have a buy stop above the 30 as well. I'm not convinced, me, Dan. I'm not convinced. 20 minutes left. I would think if you're coming to break these highs now after this is it.
You should be driving up.
You should just pop up straight away, no coming back, because by messing about like this, what this does is it gives people a chance to get out if they're in, so it's not looking to catch you out. That's not the move. I think we're coming down again. Look at these lows. If we look at this 15, if we can get a top wick, I don't think I would take a win back. I then need that. Could we take a win back from here? If we took a win back from here, as long as this, could the next 15 come tap, tight stops on the win back, so maybe stops above here. What would I risk on that? So it would be like this basically. The next 15 basically can open up and just drive down. We don't want this closing down here. It needs to pull back for us. A bit like this one, and then the next one comes up. Let me get this lined up where it's a low risk. Okay. Low risk. Wow, it's just dropping in it. It's gone about as that. Now it's a 30 close below here. What could the next 30 do? Really want this 15 to not do this. Pull back to there, then a pull back. Would have been interesting win back sell. But this is then now the hour closing bearish. It's going to be vital where this hour close. So if this hour closes bearish, you can then easily close bullish on the next one, but also you can open up with no top wick and just drive down. 30 closes below, could we get a pullback to that? And then a sell stop underneath. I think if the 30 pulls back to that, potentially have a sell stop underneath. Got 15 minutes left of this. 15's about to close. Deep broke back in my empty fork. Wow. Wowsy. Wowsy, wowsy. Yeah. Hold on, I know, mate, I know. I know, mate, I know. I know exactly what you mean, mate. Still got another hour left of the 2. The 2 could just bomb it down with 1, 2. On this 2. This 2 can easily just fly straight down. Look at that 15. What are you doing? Close respect. Yeah, you can also get one candle that goes straight back up. So anything can happen here, guys. Absolute anything. At the moment, these are not valid now. This is not valid. If anything, if we pull back to this, I'll maybe have a sell stop underneath. Do we wait for the 30? Another 15. Where can this 30 go? If we look at where this 30 can go from here. Push this to there. Doesn't tend to drive. This one does. Minging, minging.
Very.
Sells beyond the 15. This is now gone. I would say we're there or thereabouts. So 30 closes like this. We haven't tapped this level. But the 30 would be respecting this minor. So the next 30 could easily plow up. But if you wait for a top wick, we might not get one. Take the sellers down. We have to see what this 30 does. Look at gold. What's gold doing now?
It's minging. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Fucking awful.
Yes. Let me have something though. EU's coming back up there. Can't do it. We'll have a look at NAS and that on the 4 hour. But look, if this 4, I don't think it will. If this 4 closes doji there, then you are respecting the support level, which is here. So would that say then you need to come back down to this level for the drive up? Because we technically didn't tap this level. But the new 4's open, doesn't it? So I would imagine that this 4, could we get something like that? Tap, and then a flip, and that would give you the liquidity to then break the high at least. Could you see that happening? Yeah, I could. Would make sense. Would easily make sense. Easily, like easily. Do you know like easily, Dan?
I know.
Easily. Yes.
3 hours.
What we need here, so let's see we got activated on this. Nice. Not awful early though, guys. I'm trying to see if we can grab something to the downside. I'm just not sure. Maybe if the 15 closes respecting this, you technically had a nest play at that point. You broke out, then you struggled to close back in, and then it's exactly what happened here, and then you came through. So if the 15 closes like this, respecting, we could potentially get, if the next 15 opens up, pushes up first, we could maybe either take a 5 close back below or just sell stop underneath, expecting the 15 to flip. To either drive through as 1 candle, or if it doesn't drive through with 1, you would then next one top wick to then come through. So we could have an S play on the 15, but this could also be a fake out to the downside because we're carrying on. That's it. That's what it could be. And the whole idea waiting was all for nothing. Welcome to Forex trading, where you sit on your hands for 90% of the time, and then 10% is actual executing on a trade. That's all it is, guys. That's what Forex is. A lot of it is waiting. Knowing when to not get in. Only getting in on valid setups. Gold is playing a funny one though. Yeah, so I'd be interested in this 15 mind. Would. Right, I'll be back in a minute, Dan.
Right.
I'm gonna hit that toilet. No, I'll be back very shortly. looking. Oh. There is a wing back here. Where it's at now. Looks like the 15 is going to be closing back in. No idea. This is the one change. I can't even take the buys up here. The one's about to close. You've got a level here on the one. I can see this one opening up though and just dropping. I really can. This one's going to drop. Does 15 look like that? Oh, okay, guys. I can actually see this next one just lying down. Believe it or not. As long as if this one closes respecting this, right, I'd be interested in a sell. My stops would just be the high, but the one has to close respecting. If it doesn't close above, then not follow me. Be low risk on this, guys. Low risk on that. Oh, yeah, it's not for me, that. Wow. Right. It's probably not going on for me, Dan. Not after that close. Not after that close. You're bullish, but could I take it? I mean, the one's close. If I get a pullback on the one to here, yeah, maybe you buy stop above. If you get a pullback, but this is still valid. This is still valid. 4 closed. Yeah. This might take another 2 forward candles to come and tap, but yeah, it's all still valid. I take partial much. Let me see where this was at. So our TPBE is 1.18588. So that is my take partial move to break even. Well, yeah, there's no point staying on here, guys. There's nothing for me now. Okay, so this is still valid at the moment. So this is the only thing I've got going on at the moment. I'm gonna call it. I'll be back on tomorrow 8 AM. Took a loss this morning. Not a big loss, only a small loss. $106. Yeah, we'll easily make that back. But in regards to the full stream, we made $2,200 in January alone. Okay, so that was a fantastic month, and this is on base of a 50k prop accounts, right? So up 1% September, up over 3% October, 0.5% November, December just shy of 4%, January up 4.5%, and currently February, obviously first trade, we took a loss. So I'm gonna love yous and leave yous, and coming down now. Well, the thing is, it could the hour could close and just drop. The range is on the hour, not the neatest.
Yeah.
They're not the neatest. So when I say yes, I wanted an hour close respect, that's what I wanted. But it could still drop even if it closed above. Because look, 50. Sorry, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. See how they all at different levels. So it means this one could be at different levels. But yes, the hour could easily drive down now. So yeah, this is probably all I've got going on at the moment, unless we get a 30 close, but yeah, it's not for me. This not for me. Right, Dan, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. TikTok, head over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. I'm giving away a instant funded account once we hit 100 subscribers. Brand new channel, so it'll really help. On YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll be back on tomorrow from 8 AM to trade gold, NAS and EU. Have a fantastic day. Catch you later. See you later.